Hey, I am a beauty industry professional. I am blessed to bless. I'm taught to teach. I'm given to give. I am loved to love. I can and I will because I am a beauty industry professional. My name is Paula Fabiani. I am a licensed cosmetologist, educator, and coach, and I teach beauty professionals to grow profits and build career longevity. All right. And so I like to come from faith-based teaching, and tonight I am teaching about wisdom. Let's talk about wisdom, all right? Let's learn together, let's grow together, and let's talk about wisdom. I'm coming from the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verses 7 through 13, and I want to speak on just having an understanding, having wisdom about what it is that you do, right? And so, if you're a barber, cosmetologist, esthetician, makeup artist, nail technician, or even someone of another trade, it's all good. We have to be wise in our skills and techniques and the systems that we operate, etc., when it comes to our business, okay? Because our career is our business. We don't just play makeup. We don't just, um, you know, do hair. We run a whole business, so we have to have an understanding, because when you have a understanding, it makes you a person of value. I always tell my students that you want to charge by your skill set and also by your understanding. When you have an understanding of what you do, like for example, you're doing a haircut, right? And you know when to pick up the razor versus picking up the shear. You know what size shear to pick up. You know what type of shear to pick up. Are you using a regular cutting shear? Are you using a thinning shear? You know what tool, because you have developed your skills and your techniques. And so, because you have developed your skills and your techniques, it allows you to be wise, right? You're wise and you're going to pick up certain tools. Why are you going to pick up those tools? You're going to pick up those tools because it's going to cut down on your work time. It's going to make things more efficient for you. It's going to allow for the style to come out better, for that haircut to have a strong foundation so that when it grows out nicely, right? And your client is definitely going to notice a difference. What is your client paying you for? Your client is paying you for the fact that you know what you are doing and why you are doing it. And that is how you know what to charge. And that's what makes you a person of value. It's not so much what you are charging, but it's the understanding of what you're doing allows you to be able to charge what you are charging, right? Some of us like to charge because it's the going rate within our community, or because we see such and such charging that price. But you don't have a clue, or you don't really understand what it is that you're doing. You're just kind of going by what you see. And there's a difference by operating just by what you see and actually understanding what you're doing, especially when you're messing with them shears and clippers and chemicals, okay? And so you want to become a person of value. If you want to have career longevity and client retention, then you want to become a person of value. You don't have to chase the dollars. The dollars will come because your skill set are very skillful, and that's going to make you a person of value. All right? And so, when we talk about wisdom, it's important, number one, and this is in chapter 4, verse 7, okay? In chapter 4, verse 7, it talks about getting skillful and godly wisdom. That is just imperative. It's important that you do that, and I just told you why. All right? And so the beginning of wisdom is to become skillful at what it is that you do. Develop those techniques, all right? If you're a braider, you can't just be charging $200, $300, $400 and your braid is inconsistent. It loosens up quickly. The width of the braids are all different sizes. The braids are unraveling from the bottom. Then you have to develop your skill. Like people who are skillful, braiders that are skillful, they actually take the same exact amount of hair to put in each braid. They have a technique that they do with their hands. To you, it may just look like they're braiding, but they actually have a technique that they do. So you get my drift, right? Become skillful, develop your craft. Number two, chapter 4 as well, verse 7. Get an understanding. Get an understanding. In all thy getting, get an understanding. And how do you get an understanding? You want to actively seek. Okay? So when I want to understand something, I actively seek God about that. Well, in business, you're going to actively seek. You're going to actively seek God, but you're also going to actively seek. How do you actively seek? You go to classes, you take courses, you engage, you participate in the lesson. All right. You get a mentor, a coach, a trainer, a teacher. You be an active student. Number three, exalt wisdom. How do you exalt wisdom? That's in chapter 4, verses 8. It talks about prize wisdom and exalt wisdom, and wisdom will exalt you. So when you choose to make the decision to be wise, right? Because being wise means that you are applying. You are applying what you are learning. That is wisdom, right? Just knowing a thing, that's knowledge. Wisdom is actually when you apply. And so exalt application, okay? Exalt wisdom. How do you do that? Again, continuing education by getting guidance, all right, and furthering what you know. Because if you exalt wisdom, wisdom will exalt you. How will wisdom exalt you? It will cause you to level up because you're going to become a person of value. So people are going to seek you out. They're going to travel to come see you because can't nobody cut. They don't have the skills and techniques to cut like you, to beat your face. Like, you see how my face is beat, honey? Yes, yes. They don't have the skills to put on this makeup like this, right? And so they will come to see you, all right? Um, and it will exalt you because it will make you an expert. So there's a difference um, between you just being a licensed professional or saying that you're a professional versus you being an expert. Okay, you're just not an expert because you've been in the game for 20 years. You're an expert because you've been in the game for 20 years and you've developed your skills and techniques by going to classes, getting a coach, having a mentor, taking continuing education. Okay, the expert is in your experience. If you don't do those things, you actually don't have no experience. All right, recognition. And also people will start to talk. They will start to talk about you and say, hey, or people will start to ask, who did your color, who did your cut? And people will say, hey, this person in this city. And you will get the recognition. All right, 4. In chapter 4, verses 10, it says, hear, my son, and accept my sayings, and the years of your life will be many. Listen and hear and receive, you guys. So when you go to a mentor, when you go to a coach, when you take those classes, take notes. Listen to what they're saying. Ask questions, okay? Ask questions and then receive it. Receive the information. And what else do you want to do? You want to take action. You want to take action. And so what does that do for you? It provides structure. It gives you clarity, all right? And it propels you into your next, all right? It propels you into your next. And lastly, you guys, number 5, the 5th tip on wisdom, you want to stay at it. So Proverbs chapter 4, verse 13, take hold of instruction, actively seek it, grip it firmly, and do not let it go. Guard her, for she is your life. The her that they're talking about is wisdom. Guard wisdom, for wisdom is your life, right? Was it Solomon? He was like the wisest guy, right? He asked for wisdom. So we don't need to ask God for money because if we wise, we gonna do the right thing and money gonna come. Right. If we ask for wisdom, then God's gonna give us an idea that we can patent and the money's gonna come. So you don't have to chase money. You want to become a person of value. My favorite mentor, the late Dr. Miles Monroe, he taught me that. Become a person of value. The money will come. So, last step, step 5, stay at it. Consistency. Be committed. It's the formula. You want the formula? The formula is consistency and commitment, okay? Actively seek wisdom and then use it. Remember, wisdom is an action. It's actually an action word. It's a verb. It's application. Wisdom is application. So it's not enough. Remember, if you get information, then that's knowledge. Once you understand that information, that's revelation. It's been revealed to you. You understand it. And then wisdom is, okay, you know it, you understand it, and now you're going to do it. It's application, all right? And so what are 3 things that you can do to apply the wisdom? You can pray about it. You can listen, take notes, engage, ask questions, be an active participant in the lesson, and then do. Do what it is. Be obedient and follow the instructions. That's the formula, guys. So, tonight was about wisdom. I hope that this resonates with you and it helps you. It definitely has helped me, okay? And so, as always, have a great day on purpose.